Now, having grown a conscience, how do you feel when you look back and remember the people who you hurt? What do you feel now that you couldn't feel then?
Oh, uh, I understand who was hurting them, but I still am responsible for the pain I've caused. I don't think I can escape that. And so I have a heart for the pain I've caused deeply, going all the way back to the girls I was messing with in first grade.
Yeah,
And so what I do, Matt, is sometimes I will think about the people I've hurt and I'll pray, please bless them and help them and forgive that. And there's a principle within the faith of
yeah,
helping God make all things aright. And so my contribution to them, because they're long gone and I don't even remember names sometimes or what I did, but when they come to my memory, I will pray that God will bless them and help them and erase the damage that I've done. If
yeah.
it does anything, I don't know.
Okay,
But that's the best I can do
yeah,
in addition to trying to live better now.
yeah. Did you ever try to reach out to any of your victims to apologize?
Yeah, I've reached out to many people over the years and done that. And I reached out to a woman a few years ago, who I engaged with in ninth grade. She came from a bad home and I took full advantage of her.
Yeah,
And I reached out to her and called her. And she said, my life was pretty messed up for quite a while after you.
yeah.
But I'm better now. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
Okay.
And so that I did. Her name was Karen. And I don't know really if it really did anything, that
Yeah.
physical reaching out.
Did anything for you or for them?
I don't know if it did anything really for either of it, because I think that healing really is spiritual.
Yeah,
So the mechanics of actually doing that, I don't know. Maybe it helps, but the only way I could reach out was that. I
Yeah.
felt particularly bad about her.
Yeah.
I felt particularly bad about a few others that I have really put through the ringer over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fair to hold yourself responsible for your past actions, given that you couldn't care, you weren't capable of caring or feeling?
I was incapable of feeling, but looking back, I feel like I knew
Yeah.
I was hurting them,
Okay.
but I didn't feel it. I just knew it.
You mean intellectually?
Yeah.
You knew? Yeah.
Intellectually, I knew. I think I really fucked them up is the way I would put it.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel it, right?
You didn't care.
Didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of a strange dichotomy there of am I responsible? Am I not?
Yeah.
Cause and effect.
Yeah.
How much did all the things in my upbringing do?
Yeah.
But where I do feel ultimately very responsible is for how I treat people now and in the future.
Okay.
And that I have an imposing responsibility
Yeah.
to try to do it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your greatest regret in life?
Boy, that's a good question, man. I have so many regrets, Matt. If I look back on them, I think my greatest regret was deceiving my wife into marriage, not her without her knowing who I really was,
Okay.
and then playing the role, bringing in children into this world, giving her hope that I was somebody I wasn't, and manipulating her, and then I would have to collectively throw any single woman I've ever had an extramarital alliance with. Those are my regrets.
Yeah.
The reason is my children know about those,
Yeah.
and I think that has done more damage to those children
Yeah.
than anything else.
Yeah.
And because girls have a real need for dad to be a good man, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
And they held me up as a good man because I was a good dad.
Okay.
And then when that house of cards was revealed, I think it destroyed them in their hearts in a way that can't be. It's hard to fix that, man.
Yeah.
I know God is there to help. Really hard to fix that when you've done that kind of damage. And I know that, again, it's selfish because it's my children. If I really allow myself and think about it, I've done that to other people's children.
Yeah.
I've ruined their hearts.
Yeah.
You know, and I've caused many people to go off into very bad ways of life initially. And I know it's not just me, and I know it's cause and effect, but those are my greatest regrets. Looking back at the harm I've done and the ripple effect that it has in the world. And I really can't calculate how bad that has been, even though I've never been I've been put in jail, but never went to jail for anything like that. But my heart breaks for the pain I've caused in other people's lives. My heart doesn't break for the pain I've caused God or Jesus on the cross, because they unconditionally loved me and did what they did because they wanted to.
Yeah.
But these people were preyed upon, even down to my children, my wife. And you can't take those ripples back.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
And that is brutal, and it keeps me in a place that I need to stay, and that is humble and broken. And I don't have the right to flip somebody off in the car.
Yeah.
And I don't have the right to challenge authority. I don't have the right to do these things to people. That's not me. And so I feel bad when I've done it. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional, but that really strikes a chord with me. That was a great question.
Okay. You want to take a break?
No,
Okay.
no breaks.
Okay.
Authentic.
Authentic.